Hello everyone, Matt here from PCGamesN, and classic RPGs are back. Of course, they've been back for a little while now. This all started with Pillars of Eternity, Obsidian's homage to Baldur's Gate. Now, there's a sequel coming out later this year, Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire, and it promises to push the series a little further than its nostalgic roots into the 21st century. Here are 5 ways it's going to do that. So Pillars of Eternity 1 featured this walled stronghold that functioned as a HQ for you and your companions, but it didn't come across that great. It felt a bit underbaked, like it was a distraction to the main quest. However, in Deadfire, you have a HQ that floats and shoot cannonballs. Yes, a huge part of Pillars 2 revolves around the ocean. You explore the islands of the Deadfire region by sailing around in your very own ship. You start with a modest little boat called the Defiant, but over the course of your adventure you can upgrade to bigger, tougher and more fearsome battleships. These ships are customisable too. Sails, deck materials and weaponry can all be swapped and changed just like your character's arms and armour. You also have to recruit a complete crew made up from deckhands, cannoneers, helmsmen, surgeons, even cooks. Every one of your crewmates has personality traits which leads to a variety of fun events. For example, those with the religious trait may demand that you perform rituals while out at sea. It's vital that you keep your crew happy too. If there's no grog left, if they've got terrible wages and they've eaten nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days, well, you're probably going to have a mutiny on your hands.
We ain't had nothing but maggoty bread for 3 stinking days.
Why can't we have some meat?
Your ship allows you to freely sail around the Deadfire region, but those seas are teeming with enemy vessels. So do be warned, if you get too close to these enemies, you'll have to go into ship-to-ship combat. Unlike Pillars of Eternity's party-based real-time with pause combat, battles at sea is a turn-based affair. This makes the battles feel very pen and paper, highlighting Pillars' roots in Dungeons & Dragons and other tabletop RPGs. The system is split into rounds, and each vessel performs a handful of actions per round. By splitting the battle into granular actions, you're able to take the time to consider your tactics and analyse the results of your approach. The goal, of course, is to blast your enemy to smithereens, which you can do with a variety of cannons. You'll need to get into range and use the correct weapons to damage specific areas of the ship. During combat, you'll need to manage your crew. As people are injured on deck, you'll need to send them for surgery and find replacements for them. Damaged hulls will need patching up to prevent leaking, and torn sails restitched to keep you moving. As you can imagine, being a captain is a pretty complicated job. Ships are new and exciting, but there are plenty of cool things happening in the more traditional areas of Pillars of Eternity 2. When creating your character, you don't have to choose just one class. Deadfire features a multi-class system, allowing you to create rogue paladins, druid rangers, or any combination you can think of. This allows you to broaden your character's skill set and be useful in more than one combat role. If niche specialisation is more your thing, then you'll love Deadfire's subclasses. Every class now has between 3 and 5 subclasses, which add lore and stat boosts to your character and allows you to really hone in on a specific approach. Story and relationships are important to the Pillars of Eternity games, so Obsidian have placed increased emphasis on your companions this time round. Your party are much more reactive to what you get up to. You can expect them to stop and chat with you often, chipping in on your decisions. Not only that, but they also talk to each other, getting into arguments or forming friendships and even romances. They hold their own values and will even leave your party if you antagonise them too much. Combat in the first Pillars of Eternity game was a little bit tricky, but Obsidian have made some nice changes to the sequel to help clean it up a bit. One of these elements includes reducing the party size from 6 members down to 5, but the actual most important change they've made is completely rewriting the game's AI systems. This improved AI means more challenging enemies and smarter party behaviour. Your companions will be far more reliable in combat now. The most exciting thing though is that you can manually rewire your companions' AI routines. If you've ever used Dragon Age Origins' AI settings or Final Fantasy XII's Gambit system, then you'll know exactly what to expect. The system allows you to create a framework of logic based on a variety of conditions. So, for example, you can program your caster to automatically heal an ally when their health falls too low. The list of conditions is vast, meaning that you can create a plan for pretty much every eventuality. With that web of AI spun, your party can become pretty self-sufficient, and this makes managing battles much easier. And those are 5 exciting things coming to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire that make it much more than just a nostalgic RPG sequel. If you're interested in the game, please do head over to PCGamesN.com, where we've got a few interesting long articles about the game, or you can check out the rest of our channel where we actually have an interview with the game's creative director Josh Sawyer. But until next time, if you like the video, please do like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.